How did you end up? You said by way of North Carolina. So how did you make your way to the Pacific Northwest?
Well, man, like I had been doing my thing in Carolina for a while, man, and it just kind of felt like I plateaued. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's really nothing else I'm gonna be able to accomplish here.
Right, right.
So then I started saying, okay, so what's the next stop? And I mean, it wasn't just for music, like just in life in general. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the next stop? So looked into a couple places: Philadelphia, Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, and Seattle. Those was the 4 choices. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you actually had Jacksonville on the list?
Yeah, Jacksonville, and then right
Why
after,
Jacksonville?
Because it wasn't far from Carolina. Because my parents lived in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So like it wasn't far away. It was still on the East Coast.
Right.
And
you know,
like, still in the vicinity, and it's warm down there almost all the time. Like I know I love wintertime, but my fam, they're not the biggest fans of the cold. So like, I was like, well, if we go there, they ain't really got to worry about being cold ever. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I mean? But
it gets hot and humid down there, huh?
Man, all the
time. Sweaty,
365. Like that shit is crazy.
Man, like they don't even get seasons.
But then like right around that time when we was considering Jacksonville, I had a show down there, so I went and did the show. Everything was cool. I enjoyed the city, enjoyed the vibe, all of that. But then we went home, and not long after that, Trayvon Martin got killed.
Oh, wow.
And after I saw the way that the city responded to that and the way things happened around it, I was like, nah, that ain't the place to be. That's not it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we came out here, and I had just did Shooting Stars with Trust One, not too long before that. And so he was the only person from Washington I ever worked with. And I shout out to my man Big Remo for making the intro. I didn't know nothing about Tacoma outside of Ted Bundy, you know what I'm saying, before I met Trust. So like, me and Trust did a whole project together, and mind you, I never met him face to face.
You were still.
I was still in North Carolina.
Okay,
this was in 2014.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah, we was in 2014. We did Shooting Stars, and shout out to Trust for being down to work with me. Shout out to Miss Tag Talk for being the first one to play my music out here. And so after that, man, I came out to check it out just to see if this was gonna be the place to be, man. I met Trust in person. Got a chance to see Seattle. I came down to see Tacoma, seen Puyallup, and I was just like, yo, I love the vibe out here. The people are cool. My music will be so different from everybody else's. And the weed is legal.
Right. I could actually live out here too.
I could do this. Yeah, like I could do this. So
I can fuck with this.
2016, man, I loaded up the rental and drove out here by myself, man. Like
in 2016.
2016. You know what I'm saying? Like May the 15th.
So now you knew did you know exactly where you was going? Like Tacoma is it, or you say you?
Nah, Seattle was supposed to be the move, man. But then when I got here, I seen how expensive Seattle was. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I ain't gonna be able to do this.
Ain't gonna be able to do it.
So then my man was like, yo, son, go check out Tacoma. I think you can afford to live there. I was like, okay. Came down to Tacoma, started looking at the prices of the houses, and was like, yeah. I can see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. And it's still nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I can get an affordable place to live, and it ain't in the ghetto. Like, but the funny thing I will say about the West Coast that I've seen is, even when you're in the ghetto, you don't really know.
Right.
Because everything just looks so pretty. So it's like it's like I told my dude, I said, man, it's a supreme mindfuck living out here, because you can live in an area where you could get killed in 5 minutes. And it just looks like any old suburban neighborhood.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like on the East Coast, when you're in the ghetto, you know you're in the ghetto. There's no question.